Hi everyone. So let's get started with our active list coins on a weekly time frame. Mm, so, Mr. Chair, Chair Paul um, created a storm this week on Wednesday. Everything was going well. We had a live call, and he messed up answering one question. We ended up with a call, but then a little earlier actually. But the Q&A, right after that live call, his conference was going on with Q&A, and one of the questions, one of the answers ruined everything. He tried to forecast, and he basically mentioned slowdown. That means he was earlier talking about the soft landing, but then he talked about economic slowdown. In other words, he talked about recession. He didn't use the word recession, but that's what it means. Economic slowdown means recession. And market reacted sharply after that, and everything was totally like turned around. So it was a big mistake from his side, because he has been raising interest rate for last three sessions. He should be saying, say, stick to his stand, because he should not be forecasting, because in past he didn't. He always used to say, we'll see based on the data, and it was good script, but he messed up with one of the questions, and that's why what we see is because of his in I would say, I don't want, he's definitely senior and very experienced person, but it was a mistaken point. And a lot of people are saying also the same. I mean, he was wrong anyway earlier, and I think he could be wrong again. So he could be wrong again. Anyways, he should have said that we'll see and decide. We'll see, look at the data and see, because anyways. Right. So thanks to him, we had challenging um, time in last three days or so. Nevertheless, let's see. Atom is one of the strongest, as you know, right? So it is range bound at this moment. It came down, but not in a big way. It's holding up pretty well. AVAX moved up. Look at that. So it bounced off the support. We don't have to worry about this now. BNB also nice bounce. Look at the weekly bounce. Awesome. Go awesome, right? It hit the second support, which is this low, which is fine. Now, Doge has some momentum since yesterday. So I would like to highlight this coin within this list, right? There is some traction here, and positive one. So interesting. So this is nice looking. DOT crossed the support, but not quite close. So this is important. Remember, I used to say that when you track, look at the closing price, not just crossover. And sometimes if you have stop loss, again, not financial advice, but my experience and my strategy, that it's okay to have a stop loss below the support. Okay, and in that case, I would, in that case, I'll be stopped out if price goes down first. However, I would put my alerts set on the same level, and if it bounces, then I will just hop on. This approach is super simple. It will let you set the stop loss, but without FOMO, because many people, what they do is, first of all, sometimes they move the stop loss, bad thing. They don't have stop loss, very bad thing. And thirdly, when it rises, they are scared and they don't re-enter. So these are the three mistakes they do, right? And what I mentioned is the right way in my point of view. You need a stop loss, but what matters is the closing, right? And if you're stopped out, as I mentioned, then one can always re-enter, right? So there's nothing wrong. And in that case, there's nothing much of a loss, and it's okay if the bounce happens overnight, you're offline. It's okay. You may take next day. I mean, it's not that it will go to the moon overnight, right? So there's nothing to be worried that way. Just relax and again, not financial advice, but when, as you know, this is a critical time. This is like near the support and all, and during this time, uh, the smart traders, experienced trader, would try to go with slower moving coins. The size is very important, as I mentioned earlier. The another good thing is not just size, but what coin you select is also equally important, right? Um, the the slower moving coin need to be preferred here, and once the Bitcoin is out of certain level, like reaches certain level, as I mentioned, 23K plus and all, then one can change the gear. So it's like you start in a slow speed with a slow speed and then you ramp up. So in that case, you kind of take the slower ride and then change it to the faster ride later on. People do mistake as if it's end of the world, and if you don't buy it, there's nothing in future. That's another big mistake. So why it is important? Because right now it's a volatile market and it could go down as well. So in that case, you need more time. You need coin which is slow, because people think about upside move. What I'm saying, you have to think about downside move at this moment. That if the market has to correct, then the slower moving coin will affect lesser, right? And yeah, like your portfolio will be less affected in that case. So that is a preferred coin, right? Slower moving coin. And then later on, when those Bitcoin reaches height, then one can change the gear and change for the faster moving coin. So this is one of the strategies. There's so many strategies I personally believe in, and I share whenever I have opportunity. I'm not sure how many of the users are really using it, but sometime I keep repeating. I hope it will help, even if it helps to one person and make his or her life easier and profitable. Uh, I would assume that my whatever like all my effort is kind of worthwhile. Yeah. Anyway, so it's important that we go slow. In short, EGLD, look at that. Nothing it touched, not really closed yet, so nothing to worry. ETH, again, it's a borderline case, but nothing to worry. Same thing. Right now, everybody is in sync. FIL is also looking good, nice looking progress here, moving away from the support. Right. At this moment, there's no pattern to be analyzed. Right now, it's about holding up the support. It's all about survival. Okay. Then we talk about flashy thing. Flux, I have this support here, but I can add one more support at this low, which is totally fine. Actually, even if I add here, because this is so much, it has moved up so much. These supports are not really a threat. Actually, this is because this particular coin is the safest in terms of its low. Is far more safer. Yeah, it's a fast moving coin, remember. So even this is fine. 8080. F theme also touched and bouncing. HNT bounced and held holding up nicely. This KCS looking nice. KCS, BNB, they are slow. They're not making big move. And as you could see, I mentioned earlier, look at how much they dropped from the all-time high. You should, as a trader, you should see all this, right? Of course, 70%, but some alts dropped even more. And Also, one way to look at it is look at this June 2021 level, and many coins broke below this level. Most actually, and this is here. So, and when you zoom out, when you look at this low, and then say, okay, this is first leg, the second leg, and then third leg, right? One, two, and three. And when you look at this now, this is consolidation, and you say, okay, you know what? It hasn't even broken this particular wave. So that shows the strength. Chainlink, Chainlink, look at them. It's making progress now. It has to break above this. Then we'll remove this dome. We just keep this. I can remove this. Probably we don't need it. But it followed. We followed all the way from here, remember? It's like an arch. Nice. Now it's settling here, and then it should reverse. Matic is taking its own time, but we know that once it starts moving up, it's a fast moving coin category. Not a crazy mover, but this is like fast moving. Crazy mover are like 30-40% plus in a day. SDN, this is a new entry. Now we replaced Luna. I mentioned why we replaced it. Nothing wrong. As far as chart is concerned, it went up nicely when it came down for a valid reason. Any coin which is, if we know that it is in legal trouble, some sort of legal, we remove it, because here we have a list where we check every week and make progress. We don't want anything that is in some kind of a legal thing. Yeah, I may make a call on Trident SEC ad hoc thing, more like a one-off kind of a call. That's a different story, but not in the active list. Active list is a more long-term thing. Now SDN I chose, I shared a few things. It's a platform, first of all. It's not ERC20 token. This is also getting famous in Japan. So from a regional point of view, also it's a different flavor, right? Because Japan has a big crypto community, and it's a multi-chain. So I saw some, I read some stuff, but so I found this is reasonable. So if in future, if I don't see, we can always replace it. But I see potential. And also, if you look at the wave, there's no crazy movement, there's no crazy spikes. And I found this coin decent enough where it is forming bottom here and likely to continue. Again, if you compare with other coin, maybe you will find this is more like a flux coin, very fast moving coin. But we have this flavor, right? So we have slow to fast. So that's why you may consider this as more price movement. But yeah, I'm expecting this to do well. So that's why we added it. So let's see. So this is a new entry. Oh, I don't have the levels. I think I don't know why I don't have a level. I will give you. Well, after the call, I'll post it. Yeah, I think I posted, but without level, saying it's good to start with. I totally forgot. So I'll come back on this and post the levels. But I mean, support point of view,
On
very simple.
resistance. Sorry. Sorry, Mahir, I forgot you're recording.
Yeah, no issue. And so this week's low is the support, and I'll share the resistance. SOL is back to 33. It was 33 before the Fed's meeting. It is back to that level. So kind of yeah, it has recovered from its recent drop. Nice looking candle now, right? Moving away from the support as we have seen for other coins. So this is doing well. Anyway, so I think we have gone through the list. Now, of course, we'll be monitoring Bitcoin from its price action point of view, it's a driver, still a driver. So it matters. It's about 19K, down by 1%, but nothing threatening here. It's and also this is Saturday, Sunday, and this has been a pattern that usually it doesn't make any major move on Saturday, Sunday, because it requires other data points. So this is how it is. I mean, Bitcoin is no more independent. That freedom has gone. Actually, that it has lost that freedom the moment it was listed on CME. People would not realize that, but I think, in my point of view, that's where it coupled with the Wall Street the day it was listed on CME. Okay, so that's it. I think I'm done. If you have any question, let me know.